So I was gonna do a formal sermon for Easter, but I don't know. I feel like maybe I should just speak from the heart on this one, because I keep running into this frustration on the holidays, right? Which is that, we have these holidays, we have these stories, as Christians. And these stories, they're supposed to teach us lessons, right? They're supposed to teach us about how to live in the world, how to live in a society, right? And it feels like we keep having these holidays, and American Christians just keep doing the opposite of what we're supposed to be doing. Like, American Christians are not just negligent in their faith, they are oppositional to it. For Christmas, we are celebrating the birth of a man, born to a teenage mother in the Middle East, who was a refugee of political violence. And what do? What the fuck do? We spend Christmas time bombing Bethlehem, treating immigrants like shit, and not listening to women. And what are we gonna spend Easter doing? The holiday in which the radical political leader we worship was wrongly imprisoned for crimes he did not commit, and then executed. And he was resurrected to give the people hope in dark times, to keep believing that there was freedom from the oppressed. What do we do on that holiday? We wrongly accuse a whole bunch of people and send them off to a goddamn torture prison. And here's the thing, here's what fucking infuriates me. We know what to do. We know how we're supposed to interact in a society. Now, there's always some details that need fine-tuning, but a lot of it, this is information we've had for thousands of fucking years. It is written in our holy text. Love one another. Be kind to the widowed, the orphaned, and the immigrant. Forgive debts. Leave the corners of your field unharvested so that the poor may have access to it. We know what we are supposed to do. For thousands of years, we've known what we were supposed to do, and there's a reason God keeps bringing these things up in the Bible over and over and over and over and over again. Because people didn't want to do it. They didn't want to do it 3,000 years ago, they didn't want to do it 2,000 years ago, and they don't want to do it now. No matter how many prophets God sends, we just keep nailing them to fucking crosses. Because loving one another is hard. Taking care of each other is hard. Seeing the face of God in the homeless guy who's yelling weird things on the subway, that's fucking hard, and we don't want to do it. We keep building empires, even though that never ends well. We have been repeatedly warned about our hubris, also. No matter how much we are warned about materialism, we keep trying to live in luxury. No matter how many times we are told to steward creation, we keep destroying the world. And it's hard to keep the faith when it keeps happening. It's hard to keep the faith when we keep making the same mistakes for thousands of years. We've been told how to live. And not just, as Christians, or even people of, the Abrahamic faith, who have this solid book, People all over the world have come to these conclusions. People from various religions, different philosophies. We keep coming back to love. That love is the answer. That caring for the needy is the answer. That being kind to the immigrant is the answer. We keep learning that empires always fall. We keep learning that power and money corrupt people over and over and over again. We know that wrongly accusing people of crimes and imprisoning them is bad. We know that people will be accused of these crimes based on prejudice. This is what happened to our best boy. The best boy, the guy on all the stained glass windows in all the churches. And yet we keep doing it. And I do wonder, after Jesus was, put up on the cross, in that 3 days, I wonder if the disciples sat there and thought, will people ever learn? Will they ever learn right from wrong? These basic core principles on how to live in a society, will they ever learn? And the resurrection was there to give them hope. Hope that even in the dark times, in the times where things seem like they're the worst, when it seems like humanity is at the edge of its own destruction, when our leaders fail and fall and die, there's hope. And a lot of times people ask, preacher, what are we supposed to do? And I would be lying if I said I had entirely all the right answers. It feels like there's no real right way to live through tyranny. There's a whole lot of wrong ways, but not really a right way. And all I can give you is the advice I know. The advice we've all known for thousands of years. Love one another. Care for one another. Take care of the widowed, the orphaned, and the stranger. People from other places are not your enemy. Take care of creation. And when you fight, fight because you love people. Because you love God's children. Hate and spite can be wonderful motivators, but they burn out fast. Love keeps you going. Hope keeps you going. I am sure that the disciples, the day after Jesus was killed, were full of hate and spite. I'm sure they were angry, furious even. They were in despair. But that is not what kept them going. The resurrection was. The hope. And we gotta keep that hope. Because here's something else we've learned from the Bible. Something we've known for thousands of years. And that is that God is jealous and does not take kindly to our hubris. It is that every time we build an empire, it will fall. Every single time. One day, this administration, all its hatred, all its violence, it will crumble into dust. And in the meantime, we have to stay strong and love one another. And we will fight the good fight, each in our own way. But that's the core of it. The core of it is the thing we've known for thousands of years. Maybe it's time to listen.